Right. So in relationships, do you think relationships should be equal?
Absolutely. I mean, like they're a partnership, right? Like you put in 50%, they put in 50%. And there are times where if you are if you've been together for so long and if you know that sometimes your partner may be going through a rough patch, right? You
Hmm.
give more. But absolutely they should be equal. You should be both participating equally, I think, for it to be successful.
Cool. Okay. Should relationships be equal?
Yes.
Relationship. Think so?
I mean, for the most part, sometimes it might be 60-40, depending,
Okay.
But for the most part, it should be equal.
Yes. Yes. I say yes. I say yes.
You don't got to be politically correct.
No, no, no. I say yes. I say yes. I say
Yeah,
yes.
yes or no? Yes or no?
You
Yes or
said,
no? Yes or no?
you said yes or no?
And no.
Yes and no.
I don't know. I just feel like some things are not. How can I say this? It's just not for both genders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I believe in equal rights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
You're a traditional man.
I'm a traditional man, of course.
Yeah.
I know you. I know you.
That's what all the ladies want. Anyway, so
I want to be that guy, like, I'm not saying that guy, but I mean, how can I say this? In the relationship, I want to be not going to say alpha, but, I want to be how can I say this, bro? Like,
Yeah, like that. Like the alpha.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
well, man, yeah. I
He
just
listens.
don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alpha, I guess, I feel like I believe in doing all the work, for the lady or whatever, household, whatever. I just feel like you say, I'm a traditional man, so I feel like women should stick to,
to be traditional. Okay.
but I respect all feelings and thinking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like they should be, but they're not.
It should be, but they're not. Okay. What's not equal about them for you ladies right now? Where are the guys? Do you think that that you're not doing it, bringing it, or is the guy not bringing it to make it equal?
I feel like once a guy gets you, they don't bring the same energy that they did at first. So
That part.
It's never gonna be equal, if that makes sense. Like they start off doing something that they can't keep going with. Like they can't keep holding on.
Okay. So, do you think a man's like, let's say you're in a relationship, you have kids, do you think men should help around the house?
Oh,
Yes.
for sure.
Say they should be doing help with
Yes,
the kids, the
definitely.
house.
If I'm gonna carry a child for 9
Right.
months and push this big-headed ass, oh, can I cuss on here? Sorry. Push this big-headed ass baby out of
Of a
my
hole that's this big.
out of my lady parts, and you want me to work a 40-hour work week, then come home and do housework and take care of the kid that I just carried for 9
And
months.
all you do is go to work and eat the food that I cook.
Okay.
Okay. And so you think for being equal, you think a guy should help more at the house. So like when you guys have kids, things like that, should he be putting in just as much and working just as hard for at the house, cooking, cleaning, helping out with things like that nowadays?
It's their kids as well. It's both of your guys' house. I mean, the responsibility should be equal. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I mean, and sometimes that's just how relationships work, but I
Right.
feel like it should be equal.
Yeah, of course.
Like cleaning and things like that.
Yes, sir.
You being equal to their ladies?
Yeah.
Okay, I like your answer, but I'm gonna oppose you. And I'm gonna say that, like, as much as you want a relationship to be 50-50, sometimes it's gonna be 80-20. Sometimes you have to take care of the kids and, like, husband's at work. Like, sometimes you have a heavier workload than your spouse, but it's about, like, communicating and understanding that, like, sometimes things shift and it just kind of depends on what season of life you're in.
No, I really appreciate that. Like, I love that answer.
Oh, Sarah.
Let me ask you. So, and both of you actually. So, should a guy make more money in the relationship?
Doesn't matter. My opinion doesn't matter.
Don't matter.
But just in general, do you think your guy should make less than you, the same amount of money as you, or more than you?
That's such a tough question. I mean, it just depends on what they're doing, but I feel like as long as they're pursuing something, right, or making an effort or bringing in income, and working towards a goal, I'm not going to put pressure and say, oh, you need to make more than me. That's just my opinion, right? And there are I know that there's women out there who say, like, I need a man to take care of me.
Right.
And while that's nice, I mean, for me being 27, I'm still trying to figure out who I am. So I can't expect a man who's around my age to be perfectly in a position and set. So
I tell people I wasn't grown until I was 28. So I wasn't a grown man. Okay.
yeah. So
And so, okay, so, but for preference-wise, would you want your guy, which one would you want? Less, the same amount, or more? Preference.
I mean,
It's okay to be honest. You can like,
okay, what girl wouldn't want to be like taken care of, right?
Right.
But if we could like level each other out and like be on the same page, like that's great too.
okay, so do you want your guy to make more money than you, the same amount of money as you, or less money than you?
I wouldn't want him to make less than me, but equal amount of money or more than me would be okay with me.
What's the preference?
I would prefer
I'd say-
at least equal.
Yeah, I was about to say at least equal.
At least equal? Wait, is there a preference for him to make more? Yeah, today it seems like
I don't
most-
really care. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I mean,
Unless
my
it
man
starts
makes more than me right now, so.
If it starts affecting stuff, then I would have a conversation like, hey, like maybe one of us needs to make some more money, find something that make it more money. But other than that, like I don't feel like that's a big issue.
Do you think that most women want guys that make more money?
Yes.
Guys got to perfectly balance. You like, hey, bro, you like 50 cents less than me. You need to step it up. You need to at least be right here with me.
And I like cleaning, so that's easier for me to do. But it definitely has to be equal. It can't be like the woman's role is cleaning and the men's role is being a leader for the household. It has to be equal.
Congratulations on grabbing an accountant, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
What does your
Thank
husband
you.
do?
He works for the county courthaus.
Okay, so
It's complicated. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got stability.
Yes.
Somebody always got to count the money, and the government is always
Yes.
hey, so that's good.
Yes.
Okay, so you ladies, you should write a book for other people your age, like
How to be married at 23.
How to land a guy in 1 year.
exactly. Okay, so let's take it away from you ladies personally. Do you think that most women want guys who make less than them, that equal amount, or more than they do?
I definitely think it can be difficult just because a typical man really desires to be respected and also to provide for his family. It might be a difficult step if the woman makes more, but I think it is possible, and it is something for communication and to decide together, like, hey, like, I make more than you and we have kids at home. How do you feel about staying at home?
What do you think it is for most people? You think ladies like guys that make more money?
Pretty much, yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
I think men are intimidated by women who make more money than them.
you think so?
Yeah, because they're pussies. Can I say that?
You can say that.
I just
yeah. Okay, so so men are intimidated, you think, whenever women make more. Okay. So in the relationships, whenever the guy's making more. So let me ask you, do you think most women want a guy to be stronger, the same strength as her, or weaker than her?
Stronger.
Stronger. And we established already they want the guys to make more money. And should your guy be stronger than you, roughly the same strength as you, or weaker?
Stronger how? Like what do you?
Stronger, physically.
Physically?
Yeah, and even mentally, should a guy be able to handle more so he can be your rock? If something happened and he crying before you, how would you feel?
If something happened and he cries before me,
Yeah,
I mean it depends on what happened.
I'm talking about in general. It's like if it's in general, if things would happen and he would break down, and you're like, babe, it's okay.
Yeah, like I'd be like, it's okay. I don't know. This is weird. Like I never thought about it, but like I'm not gonna judge him for it, Like I'm
But
not gonna.
preference-wise, would you prefer a strong man who you would cry before he did? In situations that's tough. All the bills are up. We short. Anything like that.
Yeah, I guess you would want a strong man. I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So relationships should be equal, but ladies want a guy to be a good leader, to bring in more money, to be stronger, to do more protection. What can women offer that's going to equal that out, so it can be 50-50 if he's bringing more finance, strength, leadership, and things that ladies want?
What can women offer?
Yeah, because he's helping with all the traditional feminine tasks with the cleaning, household making, things like that. So what can ladies offer to balance that out, and just in general?
Well, first of all, they have the privilege to be with us. Okay. Second of all, we're the better cooks. We're the better cleaners. We're the better mothers. Better, people to handle our children.
It would be hard for us to be better moms, yeah. So if we're gonna have equal relationships, if men have to make more money, men have to be stronger so they can protect, what do women offer that could balance that out so it could be 50-50?
I don't know, but
That's a tough question, man.
But like her right there, like I'll do anything for her right there. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. Yeah.
Honestly, man, like,
Well, but
that's
to all the
a
women
tough
out
one.
there, like, what can you offer me other than, good relation? I would want my lady to, you know what I'm saying, be there for me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, man, hey, look, if they want us to earn the more money, you know what I'm saying, all that other stuff like you just mentioned, bro, like, they gotta do the same for us. They expect. Look, they want X, Y, and Z. We gonna expect the same thing. If they want equality, same thing. And there ain't no disrespect at all.
All right, so relationships we have partnerships, like you said, right? And so in partnership, let's say you're going to start a business. Mm-hmm. And in this business, you brought your talents, your skills were at a certain level, and someone else wanted to go into business with you. And when they wanted to go into business, they say they only could bring 50% of what you were bringing. Okay. All right, 50%, 75% of what you were bringing. They couldn't max it out. And would you go into business with that person and they wanted to have 50% ownership in the business, but you were doing more work?
No.
It's like that. Would you find that would be like a bad deal?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like I don't want to do that. Okay. So, today, you have friends, other ladies, right? And you have conversations, and a lot of times ladies will have a list of things like, this is what my man needs to do, right? You need to have this. Have you ever had a friend that says, hey, I got this whole list, this is what I bring to a man, this, and this?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a list like that?
See, but sure. I haven't thought about it though because, I've been in a relationship for so long, so.
Right. Well, that's when it's even more important, right? When you're in a relationship, because you need to be, because you can be consistent in providing those things. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the honesty. So, okay, so women want guys typically women want guys to make more money. All right, so the gentlemen usually fund the relationship, and they also want the man to be stronger so he can offer protection. So he's offering those things. What do ladies in general, so not yourselves, but what do ladies in general offer to the relationship to equal that out, to make it 50-50?
To make it 50-50?
Yeah.
To being a strong man and making money?
So my question is for ladies today, because we want a guy that's stronger, we want a guy that makes more, a guy that can be a leader. These things. What do, like today, so for yourself, what do you say that you bring to the relationship that's unique to balance it out? So it's 50-50. If he makes more, he's stronger, he's the leader, he does this, but he helps with all the traditional things that are feminine and does the things that are masculine. How do you balance it out to make sure that you're providing him with a 50-50 relationship?
Oh, tough questions here. You're making me think.
What's the benefit today for men to be married?
I would say to be married. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
What benefits does a marriage have for men today?
I just need a woman to hold me down. If she want.
It depends. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Look at it. So
I feel like women, 90% of men, we know what they go after, and there's only one thing. You know what I'm saying? But women know they got that power, you know what I'm saying? So they hire their standards, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel,
Yeah,
but I love all women, just saying.
What's the benefit for men to be married today?
The benefit is they have to be in a committed relationship with one person who is going to give them love, loyalty, and consistency. That's the benefit.
Well, what's the number one thing that men want?
Sex.
I was about to say vagina, pussy. That's what they
Sex.
want.
Do you ladies know what the number one thing men want is?
Sex, security,
I would say respect.
respect. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that right?
It is just a couple of degrees off, but there's a reason why you're married. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you dated a man for 3 years and he did not know what the most important thing to you was, do you think he cared?
No.
No. Because if it's
Probably
important
dating-
to you,
yeah.
you're gonna talk about it a lot.
How you
like,
dated me for 3 years and you don't know the most important thing to me?
Right.
Or even my favorite color. Like, what's the problem? What am I doing? Like,
So I'm gonna tell you guys. Well, have you? So you've had almost 2 years and 3 years. Have you ever asked your guys what was the one most important thing that you want me to provide for you?
No.
I've never asked provide, but I mean, that's a different question. You ask what's important.
Yeah. What's the most important thing that you can provide in a relationship that you can provide for?
But you said, so what's the most important thing and what's the most important thing you can provide are two different things, in my opinion.
Well, we'll just stick with it. The most important thing in a relationship for him.
Yeah, I have before. Like, I have asked to do that. The dude I was in a 3-year relationship with, I knew what was most important to him.
Okay, and what was that?
It was definitely his dad in football. Definitely.
Dad's football. Well, within your relationship.
Within our relationship, I don't know, cause we was together for so long, and it was a long time ago. Like,
I can't say that I've
He was
ever
an
asked
ex.
that question.
If you were in the relationship for 3 years,
Okay.
and the woman that you were with didn't know what the most important thing to you was, would you say that she cared?
No, because she would have known by then.
Yep.
If that question was asked to your boyfriend, and he didn't know the number one most important thing to you, would you believe that he cared?
Well, I know that he would have the right answer, so I know that he cares.
Only to one thing
That's
is no.
happened to me, so I ain't feel like she was paying attention, throughout our whole relationship or whatever,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So if you never asked that question, can you say that you care?
I feel like you can figure out what's most important to them without having to ask that question.
Well, I'll tell you.
That shows more respect.
I think
too,
you can just listening to them and learning them as a person, you can figure out what's most important to them.
But sex is not the number one thing.
Okay.
Okay. What about support
Support.
or care? No.
I would say like
Food.
encouragement.
Is it a hard one?
No, it's gonna be a big one because you ladies are married.
Ego?
No.
Why men
Wait, you
want to
already
be
said
married?
sex.
Is this the question?
No, what's the number one thing that men want?
That men
Men want in marriage
to be satisfied?
to be stable, independent. Oh,
Not independent.
Yeah.
to be codependent. Why is it such a hard question?
I don't know. Can you just tell us?
So I'll tell you, 90, 95, 98% of men, they all want the same thing. Let's say if you were in a relationship for 10 years and the person you were with didn't know the number one thing that you wanted, could you say that they cared?
No.
Even with a long-term spouse, a lot of times people don't know what the number one thing is that the other person wants, which is sad. Have you ever asked what's the most important thing to you?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I've just directly asked that question to him.
I would recommend it. And then hopefully he can be 100% honest with you as well.
Yeah.
But it seems like today we're looking at that relationships today are a bit more selfish than they used to be. And so we can wonder. So you ask him that question, are you 100% sure what he'll say? Or will it be interesting?
I don't know if interesting would be the word, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Would you ladies like to know the number one thing for guys in general? This is 95% plus the guys. Then you have to watch the podcast. Okay. Okay.
spitting flames out your speakers. Why you ever think to put me closer to your gifts? Really, man, damn, you ain't even say the kid. Your tree was on fire, why you think that it was lit? Yeah, so they think I'm making money when they looking at the car, considering my whip. Some ladies out here chase money till they sick. Never in the gym, how you figure they were fit? Yeah.